Hi friends, my name is Paige.
I'm Morgan.
And this is
Girl Manufactured.
Listen or cringe along with us as we look back at music from the it girls, wannabes, and victims of the tween idol industrial complex.
Which icons broke the mold and which sitcom starlets turned forgotten pop stars still deserve their flowers?
Our credentials were two queer millennials who were raised on aughts Disney, Nickelodeon, and MTV.
I work in communications now, but I'm a graduate of a performing arts high school and a recovering singer-songwriter.
And I am a creative writer and professional advertising demon. Today we're covering
Don't Forget by
Demi Lovato. So Demi Lovato, I forget when it was like, I'm going back to you can say she pronouns.
Okay.
So I use she and they interchangeably, like even in my notes. Sometimes I use she.
Same.
Sometimes I use they. So either is fine, but just because she uses she pronouns does not mean she's any less queer or non-binary. So just want to acknowledge that. Also, this episode, sadly, because it's Demi's life is pretty tumultuous. It's going to have all the content warnings, lots of different addiction, substance uses, physical violence, SA, the works. Grooming, eating disorders. So listen at your own risk.
Yes.
Be safe and be kind to yourself.
On September 23rd, 2008, Hollywood Records released Demi's debut studio album, Don't Forget. Demi started working on the album in September 2007 while filming the Disney Channel original movie Camp Rock. Have you seen Camp Rock?
I have seen Camp Rock.
I haven't.
We should maybe watch it.
Me and Daniel should watch it.
So Daniel is my sister Lee's boyfriend.
Which, if you did not listen to the episode they were on, it's Olivia Rodrigo's
It's so good. I use the word like way too many times because I feel like I just devolve when I'm with them. But Daniel actually was like whispered to my sib, like, I think I need to watch Camp Rock. It seems culturally significant or something like that.
It is.
And that just shows you how we talk about Disney Channel and Disney stars around him, like to the point where he's like, oh, I gotta see this. So I think when he visits, we should all have a Camp Rock watch party. It's not very good. It's iconic. It's not very good.
Right. Isn't the line that like piano is iconic? What does
No. So Allison Stoner is playing the keyboard.
Right.
And
like it's like really good.
Yeah. And Demi goes, she's really good. And I feel like I did a really good impression of Demi there. Yeah. The Camp Rock and them clapping and marching. I think that's from the second one, which I haven't seen, but I could be wrong.
Okay. No surprise here. Demi co-wrote most of the songs along with the Jonas Brothers, who also produced the album. There's also producer John Fields, but like how iconic to have the Joe Bros produce your album.
And I think you know this, that Joe Jonas was her co-star in Camp Rock.
Yes. I knew that.
Yeah.
And they had a thing.
They did, but not at this time.
Oh, okay.
I think Demi and Joe dated around 2010, maybe 2009 and 2010. From what I could see, they weren't a thing yet in this era. And that reminds me, there's a lot to cover with Demi.
That's why we're going to do multiple episodes.
Exactly. So we're going to start with her first one.
Otherwise, we would be here for 5 hours.
Exactly. So I'm not going to get into, with what's his name, Wilmer?
Yeah, that will come later.
That fucker. But apparently Joe, he was also like 19 and she was 16 or something like that. So weird history of stuff. But anyway, I digress. We're going to focus on this specific era of Demi.
Other songwriters include Kara Jaguardi. You may know her from her time as an American Idol judge. But she's also...
Is that why I know her name?
Probably. But she's also just a huge songwriter, record producer, A&R executive. She wrote a lot of the songs on Kelly Clarkson's sophomore album Breakaway. So like Walk Away and those big hits. And she also worked with Christina Aguilera and wrote the song Ain't No Other Man.
Ooh.
So she's like a powerhouse.
Okay.
So it's huge that Kara was on Demi's album, but it was only for one song. And then lastly, Don't Forget features primarily a power pop and rock sound. And the lyrical content, no surprise here, because it's on Hollywood Records. It's addressing a lot of teenage and adolescent topics. Now, before we dive into the actual album, let's see, how Demi kind of rose to fame, what was going on in their life at this time, as well as what was going on culturally around September 2008.
To bring things back down a little bit, Demetria Devon Demi Lovato was born on...
Wait! You're telling me their first name isn't Demi?
I know. Demi's such a great name.
I know.
And I thought it was like after Demi Moore.
Yeah.
No, Demetria, whatever. Born on August 20th, 1992, so it's a Leo-Virgo cusp. Technically a Leo. She's best known for her music, obviously, camp rock, as we said. And
her favorite dish being a mug.
And her favorite dish being a mug. Classic. But I want to quickly touch upon her parents, because understanding the intergenerational trauma paints the picture or helps give you context as to why they are the way they are. It almost gives me Jeanette McCurdy's mom vibes.
Ooh.
Yeah, not as bad. Not as bad.
Okay.
Not as bad.
Okay.
But you'll see the parallels, I'm sure. So her mom was a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Diana LaGarza. And...
LaGarza?
Yeah. And then...
Is she Italian?
Oh, I should have looked this up. I think I was like, I used to think she was just spicy white. No, I think she's biracial. I think she's Mexican. Her dad's Mexican.
Yeah.
But her mother, Diana, grew up poor with food scarcity issues. And what are food scarcity issues?
Oh, no.
Diana has a memoir. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Everyone has a fucking memoir.
Right? So she puts this shit out there. I don't know how I'd feel if I were Demi about my mom having a memoir.
It kind of feels like I want to be in the spotlight.
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
So food scarcity often leads to or contributes to eating disorders, right? And she also grew up in a Baptist church, which Demi was eventually raised in for a bit.
That's probably why she sings so well, honestly.
Well, her mom and the mom's siblings were singers in a traveling faith healing band.
No.
Yeah. And the mom always wanted to be a country star. And tried to make it work, I think, even when Demi was like really, really little, and it just obviously didn't pan out.
Stop trying to live through your kids. She sounds like Monica's mom in Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Yeah, it's not great. And then her dad, Patrick, he had substance abuse issues.
Ooh.
Yeah. He was also physically abusive. At one point, he slammed Diana's hand in a door so hard he cut off her fingers.
Fingers?
Yeah. Multiple fingers.
Oh my God.
But thankfully, the hospital was able to sew them back on. Oh, but like she lied to be like, it was an accident. And then he would also lie about having cancer and shit like that.
What?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was him and not the stepdad. Because Demi has a stepdad that I think is like a lot more grounded.
Oh, okay.
But I'm pretty sure, yeah, Patrick was lying about all sorts of wild stuff. Fortunately, they divorced when Demi was around 2 years old.
Oh, okay.
So thank God. Still, Diana suffered from postpartum depression, regular depression, anxiety, and ADHD. So a lot of stuff. And like I said, that's on top of an eating disorder. Mm-hmm. And the postpartum must be wild because she has, I think, 3 kids, 3 or 4 kids, because Demi actually has an older sister named Dallas. Mm-hmm. And then 2 half-sisters. I think 2 half-sisters.
Okay.
So, and of course, Diana thought all her kids were destined to be stars.
Plot twist, only one.
No.
Wait, no?
No, and that's what's so awkward. I think it was like then the other little sister. So Dallas, the older sister. This is another tale of sisters, of one of the sisters becoming more famous and it fucking everything up. So Dallas would go to casting calls and beauty pageants just like Demi. Diana was taking them to these things, and Dallas just was not getting the roles that other people were getting. I believe that the little sister was on Desperate Housewives or something like that. And poor Dallas, the eldest, just moved to LA. Wasn't happening at one point. Then she was doing cocaine.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyway, Demi did make it big pretty early on. In 2002, when she was 7, she booked Barney and Friends with...
Wait!
You didn't know that?
Stop, I forgot.
You know who she met on Barney and Friends, right? Became their BFF.
Oh, I know this. No, don't tell me.
And then they kind of had a falling out, or they grew apart when Demi was going wild, and this person moved on to Taylor Swift, and then Taylor and she became close, and then eventually this person and Demi connected again.
Selena Gomez.
Yeah, Selena Gomez. So that was when she was 7.
So wait, Selena Gomez is on Barney?
Yes! At the same time, yeah. Demi also appeared on Prison Break in 2006, and then Just Jordan the following year. Then, at 15 years old, Lovato was discovered by Disney Channel during an open call audition in her hometown, Dallas. And she
I would
made...
have killed to have an open call in my hometown.
Oh my God. Please! I'm a star! She made her debut on the short series As the Bell Rings in 2007. Do you remember As the Bell Rings?
No!
It was a weird era of Disney.
Was it supposed to be like Saved by the Bell? Like
I don't remember.
ripoff?
I think it was supposed to be obviously reminiscent of that for parents. Probably like, oh.
Yeah.
But they were trying to do like shorts, I think, in between shows. It was not a thing that I cared
Mike
about.
and who's ever super short show?
Super short show.
Kinda
Yeah,
like
like the
that?
little things. I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't watch it, but I don't think it... I think it was short-lived. But it doesn't matter because that got her foot in the door at Disney, and their breakout role was Mitchie Torres in the musical television film Camp Rock.
You know who else got their start like that? Vanessa Hudgens.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Very true.
And Ashley, all of them, but...
The former film soundtrack contained This Is Me.
Great song.
Yep.
We will discuss that soundtrack at a later date.
Yes.
Once I see the movie.
Oh, that would be a good special episode.
Mm-hmm.
Her debut single and a duet, obviously, with Joe.
Mm-hmm.
It peaked at number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100. So
what?
they were already up
Holy
there.
crap.
Yeah. That's pretty impressive.
That's impressive because the songs on this album don't chart nearly that high, which is
Criminal.
Criminal, yeah, because they're good. All right.
And these songs are better than This Is Me, This Is Me. But Camp Rock, this leads perfectly into the cultural landscape because Camp Rock actually
was the cultural landscape.
Camp Rock was culture. Camp Rock actually premiered in June 2008. So a few months before Don't Forget was released.
It's always those summer hits. They get the kids.
And Demi was touring on the Burnin' Up tour with the Joe Bros.
Oh, okay.
Before Don't Forget came out. So she
Okay.
was doing her like warm-up tour.
Okay.
And then, so imagine this. Camp Rock had come out in the summer. Now it's fall. You're back at school.
Yep.
Demi's freshly 16 years old. I'm 15, so you're like 14.
Yep.
The number 1 song on the radio. Can you guess what it was?
Lady Gaga?
It's T.I.
Whatever You Like?
Yep. And then number 2.
Swagger Like Us?
No. I will tell you. Do you want me to tell you the artist?
Yeah.
Pink.
So what?
Yes.
Yes.
The third song, it's a little spooky. You put it on your Halloween party playlist.
Disturbia?
Yes. Oh my God. Speaking of Rihanna, this is still before his fall from grace with her. Chris Brown. Do you know what song?
No clue.
Forever.
Oh, God. I hate that song. Well, hate him too, but...
And then a song I continue to love to this day. It's so freaking fun. MIA.
Paper Planes?
Oh, it's so fun. Jason Mraz.
What's... I'm Yours?
Yes. Number 7.
Bubbly.
No, it has iconic violins, I think they are. Coldplay.
Oh, Viva La Vida.
All right, number 8. Neo.
Because of You? Closer.
Closer. That's what that song is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need to watch Atlanta again because it's been years now. But in the first season, one of the characters says that this rapper is like mom rap. He's like, oh, moms need music too, or something like that.
It's mom rap?
Flow Rider. So can you guess the song?
So low.
In the Air.
It's called In the Air?
Yeah.
Oh.
But air is spelled A-Y-E-R. You don't know the song? Sorry, now I have to play this for you.
Got it. Oh,
Air,
okay.
Air.
Okay, so that was number 8.
That was 9. Oh, that was so popular. Hearing that at dances and football games.
Mm-hmm.
Number 10, featuring Akon. I don't know who the person that isn't Akon is. I just know it is an Akon song. Dangerous.
Oh, that girl
Dangerous,
is so
but it's
dangerous.
Cardinal Official?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. But
I don't know if they were
someone
a
less
group or one person. I don't know.
Someone less famous than Akon. Because I just knew it as an
They had a
Akon
few
song.
hits, though.
I only knew it as an Akon song.
They had a few hits around that time, but anyway.
All right, some other pop culture moments. You mentioned a presidential election coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Tina Fey returns to SNL with a pitch-perfect Sarah Palin impression.
Yes! That was... Tina Fey, is... But that was amazing.
Yes, it was. TRL died.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Lauren Conrad was still relevant.
What was she up to?
I don't know. Probably having like a fake internship at a fashion house or something. I don't fucking know. The House Bunny, starring Anna Faris, was in theaters when this released.
Oh my God.
And it featured my teen crush, Tyson Ritter.
All American Rejects?
Yeah, the lead singer of the All American Rejects, got his acting debut in that movie.
I'm sure it aged so well. The acting and the movie.
So well. Gossip Girl returned with its second season.
Oh, I got Gossip Girl season 1 and 2 were, it's absurd like a Ryan Murphy
But
series.
It's not Ryan Murphy, right?
No, it's not Ryan Murphy.
It's teenage melodrama.
Yeah, and it was good. And then after season 2, it sucked.
Well, in Entertainment Weekly, in a September issue, Blake Lively and Penn Badgley were the cover couple.
People say I look like Penn.
No, they don't. No, they don't. And you just called him Penn like you're on a first name basis.
We're referring to Demi Lovato as Demi.
Yeah, but Demi Lovato's Demi Lovato. This is Penn Badgley. Most people know him as fucking Joe from You at this point.
Well, people say I look like Penn.
They actually specify you look like that creep Joe.
Wow. Who said that about me?
That
Was
you were
it your
creep?
sister? No.
Who said that you look like Penn Badgley?
No, but specifically...
That's what I want to know. I want to know who told you that you look like Penn Badgley.
I thought it was like your sister, but they said it was specifically when he was like in his creeper outfit.
Oh, I don't know. I just knew they said you looked like Plankton in this SpongeBob musical. So no,
whatever.
Lee did not say you look like Penn Badgley. They said you look like Plankton.
Whatever. What are we talking about? what are the other things that happened?
Lindsay Lohan publicly confirmed the rumors that she was dating
Wilmer
No. This is a classic queer moment. You don't want me to tell you?
No.
You can picture what she looks like, right? The short hair, probably has a vest and a freaking hat on.
Oh my.
Samantha Ronson.
I totally forgot this happened.
Yeah. MySpace launched its MySpace music. It tried. It really tried. And at this point, speaking of music, Apple had released its second generation iPod Touch. So we were on the way to the iPhone.
Yep.
This is fucking sad and scary. DJ AM and Travis Barker
were
the critically injured in a plane crash that killed 4 other people.
Yep.
fucking bonkers. That's what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah, and I'm just starting high school when this came out.
If I was
Scary times.
Right. If I was
You were a
15
sophomore.
I was a sophomore. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So that's what was going on in the world when Demi released this album. Before we get into what we thought about the album, I just quickly want to say that Don't Forget debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200, and it was eventually certified gold, meaning that it sold over 500,000 copies in the US. Again, since most of the album was co-written and co-produced by the Jonas Brothers, critics noted a similar sound between the artists. AllMusic wrote that it includes bright, sugary, snappy power pop fueled by big fuzzy guitars and big muscular hooks.
What are fuzzy guitars?
Well, it's like a sound on like distorted, fuzzy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But I would say fuzzy's less distorted.
Oh.
Yeah. Digital Spy noted that the album sounds like a female-fronted Jonas Brothers.
It does. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
So I accidentally spoiled that part for myself because we try to keep our research separate. Because when I was listening, I was like, this just sounds like the Jonas Brothers. This is the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh yeah, it's literally
This is me.
the Jonas Brothers.
And the Jonas Brothers. The review went on to say that Lovato's vocals on the album were
a lot better than her acting.
Sorry. I know. She gives me Hilary Duff acting vibes.
I think they get better in Sunny with a Chance,
Okay.
which I watched and loved and wish there were
Okay.
more 2 seasons of.
Okay. The review from Digital Spy even went on to say and compliment Demi, saying they're a stronger singer than the Jonases. In fact, their full-bodied vocal performances are consistently impressive. They, meaning Demi. The reviewer even noted that the album's relatively risque moments come on the tracks that the Jonases have nothing to do with. Entertainment Weekly graded the album a C and wrote, the camp rock star Demi Lovato's debut album might be an indication that today's crop of rocker girls are taking
Sexist, misogyny.
are taking their inspiration from Ashley Simpson rather than, say, Janis Joplin.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, who was this? Michael Slizak?
So notice how not only are they just downplaying the skills of the quote unquote women they're reviewing, right? Because Demi would be perceived as a young girl. They are then making digs at another freaking star. Are you serious? And then, like, why? That's so unnecessary. I hate that.
Yeah. Digital Spy only gave the album 3 out of 5 stars. And kind of justified it by saying, none of its 11 songs are terrific, but none are terrible either. And Lovato makes a good first impression, coming off like a more innocent, less try-hard Katy Perry.
Wait, did they just throw shade at Katy Perry in there too? Wow, okay. Who's this fucking reviewer?
Nick Levine?
Nick Levine.
From Digital Spy.
Fuck you. I mean, I don't really care about Katy Perry that much. But, like, how are you going to say no? La La Land? Let's just get into it, because La La Land is the first track.
The first track, but the second single.
Okay.
Who said,
I can't wear my Converse with my dress, so baby.
Up to the Disney knees.
The Disney's, that's just me.
Hit your knees.
Break the knees. Na 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 na.
Yeah. Disney knees.
Our one cat ran away when we started singing, like darted out of the room. Sorry, Palmer.
La La Land was written by Demi, Joe Jonas, Nick Jonas, and Kevin, and it was also
all 3 of the bros.
Yeah, and it was also produced by them all together alongside John Fields. Lovato said of the song, it's about the pressure of fame. You get to Hollywood, and a lot of times people can try to shape you and mold you into what they want you to be. The song is just about keeping it real and trying to stay yourself when you're out in Hollywood. This song peaked at number 52 on the Billboard Hot 100, Criminal. Because
it should have gone.
This is a great
way
song.
More to the top. It's so good.
It's so good.
Even before we were like, oh, we're gonna do this album. This is in my La La Land is in my like songs.
Oh yeah, I have it on my driving playlist.
If it comes on, it's staying
you gotta
on.
play
And
it.
every once in a while, I'll seek it out. Like, I love this song, and it's not just because of nostalgia.
No, because I didn't listen to it. I'd never heard it as a kid. I heard it as a 29-year-old person. I was like, this is great.
It's so good.
The song was re-recorded for Demi's first remix album, revamped. So that's cool. Like the song is so good, and I just want to say, it is like just amazing that a 16-year-old is singing like this. The runs, the riffs. If you like, it's just out of this world.
I feel like Demi kind of has the rasp that Nick Jonas forced. Not that he was forcing it entirely.
He was forcing it.
But, like, it definitely was like, oh, this is my thing, and I'm gonna, like... Well, it's like the one reviewer said, like, does outsing the Jonases. Like,
yeah.
Not that... I mean, they're great singers, right? Like, the Jonas Brothers can sing. But Demi is just on a whole other level. When I just listened to their performance of at Paris Hilton's wedding that you showed me, singing, what is it?
I Will Always Love You.
I Will Always Love You. I was like... Holy shit.
It was incredible.
Yeah. And as you said, impressive that this was a 16-year-old you said?
Yeah.
16?
Yeah. And I keep singing this around the house, so I know you know what I'm talking about, but it happens around the 2-minute and 21-second mark when the music slows down and you think the song is just going to like end on that like really low note of just like kind of losing all its air. La La Land. And you think it's going to end there, but then it goes...
Oh, it's so good.
She just like does this amazing riff.
It's iconic.
I would at some point love to do a special like a March Madness bracket of all of our best songs. So
that's a
it
great
would be
March
like
promotion,
right? It would be like potential breakup song. La La Land, Sneaker Night.
Yeah, oh my God. Sneaker Night's going out early, but that's so funny. I love that.
But anyway, it's just incredible song.
Did you watch the video for La La Land?
I did, and so for anyone who hasn't seen the music video, it begins with Lovato being interviewed on a talk show called Rumor Has It with Benny Beverly. After introducing herself to the audience, Beverly asked Lovato, what is it like being a star? And then the video gets started off with... Lovato's walking around in public. There's paparazzi all around. And especially just showing, while fame tends to change everyone, Demi is remaining true to herself. I was like, she looks so young here.
I was like, they're a fetus here.
Yes.
They are baby.
Baby.
And I don't know if you realize this because you didn't watch Sunny with a Chance. Those people interviewing her, the photographer who was the fake photographer, they're all...
I had that. La La Land was used to promote Lovato's then upcoming Disney Channel sitcom Sunny with a Chance. Yep. So it features all of her co-stars. I was going to say, because Sunny with a Chance came out in early 2009. So it made sense that it would feature them. And Dallas Lovato's in this music video.
Oh my God. Is she the one who like looks cranky at her on the red carpet and is annoyed with her?
Yes. I don't know.
I thought that was, I mean.
If they look alike, then yes.
Yeah, I thought it, when I saw it, I was like, I bet that's one of their sisters.
Yeah.
Before we get into more about the video, I just wanted to say about the actual music for the guitar. Is this too high praise to say the guitar riffs? It reminded me of a Queen song. It gives me Queen vibes.
I feel it.
It gives me Queen vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Jonas Brothers would be creaming right now. It's like Queen?
Oh, you're welcome.
Who says?
Oh, it's so good. And then in the video, you see them on the red carpet with like their Converse with the dress. And then I think the step and repeat in the background says, and it says like world premiere or whatever, but I feel like the typeface is actually a nod to like the typeface on the album cover. The little details. Quick notes I just got to get out of the way for the music video. The bowler hat and vest.
Iconic. Watch out, Sneaker Night outfit. we should do an outfit.
Oh,
March Madness bracket too.
I thought she looked so cute, and if I could have worn that outfit when I was a kid, I would have worn it.
Because I was like, it's masculine, but it's still like within like the rigidity of what femininity is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That would have like, if I
that would have made my little gay heart sing.
Oh yes. Oh, queers. We all find each other in the end. So
we do.
And then the other thing that stood out to me in the music video, I don't know what the rights situation was. It says, I still eat at Ronald's.
Wait, stop!
Instead
I heard that.
Instead of I still eat McDonald's. Why?
Okay.
Why in the music video? I wonder if it's because they were putting it was the video and they were going to be showing it over and over again on commercials. And like if you're streaming it or the CD, it's not going to be like have that visual playing over and over again. So I don't know if that's part of what the deal was. But I'm like, what? I'm like, the CD says McDonald's. So why does the music video say at Ronald's?
All right, so on Reddit, someone said on the Mandela Effect, Demi Lovato's La La Land song lyrics. This is a song from, Demi's Disney days. I remember hearing it when I was younger, and I thought the lyric was, I'm not a supermodel, I still eat at Ronald's. I remember this because I thought it made sense that Disney might not want to explicitly support McDonald's. But now when I hear it and look up the lyrics, it's I still eat at McDonald's. Spooky Frisia, give you a shout out.
Well, we have the video. If you watch it, it's not in your head.
They said
please reply to them.
This is from 3 years ago. I think that would get
who cares? But then we can plug the pod.
But someone said
social media marketing.
Someone commented, both versions exist. As far as I know, the Eat at Ronald's version was used for the music video, so they could use it during commercial breaks on Disney.
That's what
without
I said.
Infringing copyright.
That's what I said.
She's in advertising. That's why she knows. I'm in PR. It's like, we're giving them free publicity.
You do the step and repeats, right?
Yeah, that's all we do. That's our whole job. Is step and repeats. A comment on the video said, this is the ultimate I'm not like the other girls anthem. No shade though. I was a pick-me too at that age. And I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not gonna lie, this is hella catchy. I didn't think of it as being a pick-me until I read that comment and I was like, oh yeah,
it is a little pick-me.
Yeah.
It's not as intense pick-me as some other songs
No.
we've reviewed. Like some like Emily Osment songs. Those were some really bad pick-me songs.
Yeah.
The Converse with the dress became a pick-me thing.
Yeah,
it that's what it was. And I think it didn't help that when did Twilight come out? Because I'm pretty sure Bella goes to a dance and wears Converse with a boring ass dress.
Alas, we gotta get a little sad.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad listening to the lyrics, knowing the context and reality of Demi's situation. Quote, well, I'm not going to change in the La La Land machine, which also is the whole idea of our podcast.
Yes,
we should have called it the La La machine.
No. La La Land machine is a girl manufactured anthem. It encapsulates everything this podcast is about.
Yes.
And the machine did not treat her well. They were actually essayed by a co-star on the set of Camp Rock.
What?
Yep. And they went to production and nothing really became of it. They told someone. They opened up and nothing really happened.
And they were what, like 16 there then?
Yeah, 15.
Oh, wait, sorry, Camp Rock, so even earlier.
Yeah,
oh my God.
15 or 16. And then, so was touring and filming, was filmed and then toured all right after that happened. And at this point, Demi had already been dealing with intense bullying at school.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Because being on TV like made it worse and stuff to the point where like I think finally was convinced a parent to like let them be homeschooled. Oh my God. Yeah. And like I think that
like you were just mad that you weren't fucking famous.
For real. But yeah, things are rough for them. And like I talked about their parents. So that compounded with the stress and odd power that you have as a teenager.
Yeah.
I mean, she even talked about that, about being a role model and the pressure of having that put on you. And Demi said, when I first started in the industry, I was with Disney Channel and everyone kind of just made of me a role model. And I hated that. I was partying. I was self-medicating. You don't know what I'm suffering with. Why would you want your kids to be like me? And felt so much guilt and shame over that. That led to the cutting. And, of course, more drug use.
Oh, God. I didn't know they self-harmed.
Yeah. Well, that's why they have the Stay Strong tattoos on their wrists to cover the scars. And that's also, I guess, something fans would say to them.
Got it.
But yeah, and she apparently was already on opiates at this point because there was an injury or something, or a surgery, I forget.
I thought it was a car accident.
I think then it must have been the car.
Yeah.
Something where she was prescribed opiates and then became addicted as like a child. Oh, and then the bullying reminds me of like, what's the line in La La Land about like, some say I need to be afraid of losing everything because of how I made my start and how I made my name. Being on Disney Channel and the pressure of aging out of that system and what that's going to be like. And I mean, at this point, Demi had just begun. You know, she had just gotten into Disney, but still like...
They fired Annalisa 20.
Yeah. Disney fired her twice. Yeah. Apparently, listen to our Disney Channel Circle of Stars episode.
Yeah, but, you know, great song, but just, you know, with hindsight, it's like, ooh.
Well, I will say that after hearing them re-perform it
on the revamped, right,
gives it new life and this energy where, like, you can, as a fan, connect with them about, wow, look at how much growth this has been. Mm-hmm. And... the I Will Stay the Same almost feels powerful now that we know about their truth of what was going on. So if you took like the lyrics, I'm not going to change, and you know, her just staying who she is, I mean, was she projecting that? No, like to the public, no, but like for her as a person, now that we know that, like, she's still very open about, she's like, I'm a flawed human. Yeah. I am, like, people relapse. Like, she had that whole song Sober when she, like, I think that's what it was called, when after years she relapsed. Like, she has always had this struggle, and to now see this growth and, I don't know, acceptance in a way, at least from the perspective of a fan, I think it is powerful, and the vocals are cuckoo bananas. The high notes.
So good.
For sure.
So, Get Back. This is the album's debut single. You know, it was a Jonas Penn track, and apparently the inspiration of Get Back was Lovato not wanting to write a mean or heartbroken song, as she felt that there was enough of them. So instead, she wanted to write a song about getting back together with an old boyfriend.
Ooh.
Yeah. And
that's cute.
Yeah, the song received positive reviews from critics. It peaked at number 43 on the Billboard Hot 100. Yeah, so what did you think?
I love Get Back.
It's fun. It's a great song.
I liked it actively back then.
The vocals were amazing, and then the run that she does towards the end of the song, I liked it. I won't say I like it better than La La Land though, but I like it.
Agreed. La La Land is definitely my number one, and this would be my number two.
Yeah.
The backing when she was just, you won't answer your phone. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like the echo or whatever. I had almost forgotten about this banger. Like, I never forgot about La La Land, but I did.
Back.
Yeah. Oh, good. I added it to my like songs.
Let's talk about the music video. It begins with a shot of the Manhattan Bridge. Lovato and her band are seen on a small stage on top of a building. Lovato's, you know, just in a great outfit.
The skinny accessory scarf.
The red gloves.
I love the red gloves.
Don't even fully cover her hand.
No, just like the fingers and half her palm.
It's weird.
I love them. I want them. And then the band is giving very like it's a lot of Billy Joel Armstrong. No, not Billy Joel, Billy Joe Armstrong. Just the Green Day, like the red ties with the black like button downs. Did you write down, or did you note the comment from Fabiana 4093?
No.
The day Demi decides to release a pop rock album, I will lose my shit. Update 2022. I am losing my shit! Which was also me when Holy Fuck came out. Yeah. Holy Fuck's really fucking good.
I have not listened to Holy Fuck.
You could, when you hear it, and I hope to eventually review it, because she has a lot of albums.
Oh, we're gonna go through all of them because Demi broke the mold.
Demi did break the mold.
Yes,
we've got to cover all their shit.
Yeah.
Holy Fuck leans into like rock and metal, and this is pop rock or whatever you want to call it. Power. What did you call it? Power pop.
Yeah.
It's still, you could see how it's more rock and like a skyscraper. You know what I mean? Like those are more just regular pop. Hearing
Takes her back to her roots.
Yes, holy fuck goes back to don't forget the yow. I wish I could do it because she can sing. The yow sounds great. Can you do one? Let me hear a yow.
Yow!
Ooh, that was good.
It was all right.
That was better than mine. I wrote down, because I was noting the video too, in New York City singing in front of a bridge. Don't ask me which one. I don't know New York.
Trainwreck. The song is about an unstable man and how despite his reckless behavior, both people in the relationship have managed to remain together through their tumultuous relationship. I also wanted to say that this is the only song, and it kind of breaks my heart. It was the only song on the album completely written by Demi themselves.
Damn.
It just broke my heart.
Because
like,
you're romanticizing this toxic relationship.
Yeah, and like the fact that you even like kind of know of this experience to write about it at 15.
That's like when we were reviewing the one song by Lalaine, and it was the song, the one song that she had written herself was the most heartbreaking song.
Listen to that episode if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like you're 16 and you're writing like this. That's why it's like, don't try and minimize and invalidate children's feelings because they can feel shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when she was abusing opiates at freaking 13, 14, or like starting then, she felt like horrible. And then to have all this weight of the world and all these freaking tweens and then...
And your own family relying on you.
Yeah,
and
you're paying the bills. All the freaking gross corporate daddies, like gross Hollywood fuckers who are creepy with kids. To deal with all of that, and then have their home life. Like, this is really when you're like, fame and money isn't everything. Like, yes. It makes the world, money does make the world go round and we need it and it's nice. I mean, we don't need capitalism, but you know what I mean? But like...
We need money because of capitalism.
Yeah, exactly. But I wrote, you're a train wreck, but I wouldn't love you if you changed. Me to my younger self.
Oh.
But then I wrote, JK, I would love to have made better decisions. I wish that I was not a train wreck, but I was. Oh, sorry. One more line. You fled from medication because it only causes pain. Part of me is like, are they singing about one of their parents? Like, I know that these are all usually posed and packaged as like about a ex or a current romantic interest, but I could see this being about one of her parents. I mean, I'm pretty sure their mom was abusing Adderall, I think. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was not just about a love interest, but also taken from her home life.
So we get that downer, and then we get party? It was such a weird...
But I will say I did love Trainwreck. I think it's fun.
Okay.
It's fun, but...
Yeah.
Party, man.
It's about letting loose, allowing yourself to have fun. This was probably, like, my least favorite song on the album, and I would say if we were to, like, just put it on, this would be an instant skip. I didn't care for it.
It wasn't my least favorite, but I did write down, this is about to be corny, isn't it? Based on that title alone. Okay.
Corny? Come on, Texas. Bring it home for me, baby.
Wait, did they say that? They said it in the bring it home for me, baby.
Yeah, Dallas, Texas. Bring it home for me, baby.
Oh my God. This is also sad thinking about partying because this is supposed to be like for kids party on and like they're partying like actually partying. Oh, and we do get another yow in party. Yow! The worst line I'd say of this album is get your party on. Worst line of the album.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was that annoying. It was fine.
I wouldn't seek this out and be like, yo, put Party by Demi on.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it's a bad song.
It's not a bop, though.
But it's not a bop.
It's not a bop.
It's not a bop.
All right. On the Line, featuring the boy band, the Jonas Brothers.
The Jonas Brothers.
Yes. It's about a relationship that was so perfect that it was destined to crash and burn. And then ultimately, it ends in a breakup. I can't with Nick Jonas's vocals.
Do a Nick impression.
Never. Like he just.
Wait, I'm trying to think. What's a Jonas Brothers song where he does something?
Red dress.
Red dress.
Wait, so I went to school. I went to school in Central New York, and there's a state fair every year, and I forget what year it was, but one of the years performing at the state fair was Fifth Harmony, who I saw.
What?
I saw them. Yeah, we'll do their album soon. But I saw Fifth Harmony. But also on another date of the state fair was Nick Jonas. He performed. I didn't see
Just
him.
Nick?
Just Nick, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see him that night. But he came...
One of the greater Jonases.
Yes, but he came on the campus, and I think he ate at Funkin' Waffles, which is like this like really popular place. I performed there a few times.
Oh.
He ate at the Funkin' Waffles, and like people were taking photos of him, and then one of the servers stole his fork that he used.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, good idea.
Right?
I wrote about this song. I wanted to hear this as a contemporary musical theater song because basically it is one. I enjoyed that there was a lot of phone, not puns, but kind of like, we'll leave it on the line.
Yeah.
But they talk a lot about communicating on the phone, calling, leaving voicemails.
Mm-hmm.
Leave it on the line. I was like, okay. I feel like Nick's raspy vocals, again, they go well with Demi's.
Yeah, I mean, I think he forces it a lot, and
It is
he clearly doesn't sing like that anymore because he knows, like, oh, I'm gonna fuck my vocals up if I exactly
his voice. Yeah,
it's a little try hard.
Well, many once teen girls would disagree with you.
They were distraught when they heard he had diabetes.
Oh my god!
Teen girls everywhere were not the same. Don't Forget is the next song up, and it was the album's third and final single.
Title track.
Yep, title track released in 2009. According to Lovato, it's one of the songs on the album that they most relate to. Interesting. And then musically, Don't Forget is a mid-tempo glam rock ballad that features Lovato singing with breathy falsetto vocals. Again, this was another song that was re-recorded for the remix album Revamped. Her vocals are amazing on this. Like the emotion and the expression. And again, especially for a 16-year-old, I'm going to keep driving this point home because she's 16, Hilary Duff. Like when I make fun of Hilary Duff, I don't care because it can be done. 16-year-olds can belt like this. It's clear. Demi does it.
Very passionate.
Yes. But I loved the chorus's melody.
It's chef's kiss. I wrote under Don't Forget, but I did forget Demi, and how could I? Like, I loved this song when it came out, and it's like I'm rediscovering it. I'm like, oh. And
it's
when
so
you watch the music
good.
video as a kid too, the drama of the music video, did you see it?
We can talk about the music video. So she, originally there were different video treatments.
Oh, there's lore.
Yes, there were different video treatments written, but Demi rejected all of them as they wanted to come up with the idea themselves. Alas, the video begins in a tour bus with Lovato's band. They're sitting next to the window, clearly looking very distraught.
Like they're crying, or they have been crying.
Yep, and then the song progresses. They walk out of the bus in the rain holding an umbrella. Then they walk into an amusement park where Lovato stands in front of a carousel in the rain. Like, it's just so... Knowing that they rejected other treatments and they were like, I wanted to come up with this idea. Again, it's sad.
So
like
when you know the truth.
Yes.
Because it's like, again, she's like, oh, you want to say it's like melodramatic. No, believe teens, believe kids. Yeah. Like, these feelings are real. A little girl literally was like, no, this is what I relate to. That's crying in the freaking rain on the tour bus alone, not feeling understood at all.
Yeah, and Lovato, like I said, it's one of the songs on the album that she most relates to. It's heartbreaking. That's why I feel like she's so expressive in this song vocally, because she was feeling it. Like, it just makes this song so poignant. It's just like, ugh.
Then the record player static at the end. it. And she whispers, don't forget.
Oh, and then like the one
so
point
good.
after the second time she sings the chorus, the beat drops, and then it brings in this like raging guitar and drums.
And now
she
in the
belts out
video,
the
she's
chorus.
on stage outside with the pouring rain. Her whole band. Oh,
Don't forget.
don't forget like I did.
Yeah,
I'm so happy it's in my liked songs now.
Yeah,
I want
same.
to read these 3 comments quickly from the
Yes.
music video. I think they relate. At Play Mommy said,
Oh, okay.
she really put us in our feelings about a relationship we were never in. Yeah, I definitely like where you just pretend you don't have actual like heartbreak yet, but you might have had a crush that like just pretending, and then you want to look out the car when it's raining. Such a mood. At Madison Sierra 3125 wrote, Demi was literally the Olivia of my childhood. The talent they have unmatched.
That's so true.
I love this comparison.
Next, we have Gonna Get Caught. It's again written along with the Jonas Brothers. It's about a guy that's so charming and alluring, but he's a fuckboy.
Playing mind games.
Kind of like Joe Jonas.
Ooh.
In an interview with Stephen Colbert on June 16, 2016, Demi revealed that the song is about Joe Jonas.
So they were dating at this point?
Quote, they said, I was a little burned at a tender age of 15. And what do? You write a song about it. I was writing my first album, and I was writing a song called Gonna Get Caught. And Joe was in the room, and we were all writing together. And he was like, well, maybe it has like a happy ending. And I was like, no, I think he gets caught and everybody sees that he's a heartbreaker.
Oh my God. Thank you for finding that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn. Because I kept trying to figure out the relationship timeline with Joe Jonas. And
Yeah,
like some,
so maybe
some
there was-
articles
maybe
said
there was-
2020, 2010,
Right.
but they seemed like they must have had an on and off thing. And you know why? It probably wasn't public at that point. Because he was 18 or 19. So when you're a baby, those 3 years make a difference.
They do.
You're not fully baked until 25 at least.
So what you think of the song?
This is one of my least favorite songs.
Yeah, I said, again, it's lower on my list of songs. I'd probably put it at like number 10. It's not bad. I really don't care for it. I would skip it.
I said if this were on a less impressive album, I'd have liked it more.
That's a
Because
I love that point.
Because if this were on the Emily Osment CD,
yeah, I'd be like, this is
it.
best.
This is great. But like, no, this is a impressive album to me.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like,
sorry, Joe Bros. This was some of your less stellar
but
work.
is that Joe Jonas singing in the background of it too? Like there were male backing vocals, right?
Or it was Nick. I think they mentioned in this interview that Nick kind of helped them write the song because Joe was like, yeah.
I enjoy the breakdown of it the most. I love a good breakdown.
We all love a great breakdown. Next up, Two Worlds Collide. It's a song about a young couple who find strength through each other. And it was featured on the Disney Channel original movie Princess Protection Program. Did you see that movie? It was with Demi and Selena
Princess
Gomez.
Protection. Yeah, it was
Say that 5 times
not
fast.
good. So, all right, Demi's the better singer.
Right.
Selena's the better
actress.
actress.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It's so clearly not authentic to Demi and clearly written for that movie
Yeah.
because they were not sheltered. Like, they were a goddamn child star with fucked up parents. Like,
yeah.
I would believe this if Hilary Duff was singing it in about Joel Madden.
Yeah.
But I know, like you said, this is for Princess Protection Program, so obviously the princess is the very sheltered one, and the other, but whatever.
But even though it doesn't feel authentic to Demi, it was still like a beautiful song, I thought. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it definitely was not bad.
The song was probably better than the Princess Protection Program movie.
It was. What I wrote about the music, if this were slowed down in the beginning and then built up, it could be an Avril song.
Stop! I have in my notes, kind of reminded me of something from Avril Lavigne's debut album.
Yes, especially,
Stop. We're, like, so in
right,
tune.
We're really in tune. Okay.
Next, we have The Middle, and this was the song, again, that was written by Cara DeGuardi, and In it, Demi is singing about pursuing a relationship with a mysterious but intriguing man. And they're not really caring about where it's ended or even if it ends abruptly, kind of just in the middle, if you will.
I wrote, this song is somewhere in the middle of my ranking.
Yeah, again, I put like forgettable. So yeah, it would be lower.
Not
on my
memorable.
rank. Yeah.
However, I felt like some of the lines were kind of provocative for Disney. The second I saw you, I just knew I found my ride. I just want to be rolling with you. And like when she sings rolling with you, it's not like in the Vanessa Hudgens where they're trying to like use AAVE and be like, oh, we're rolling together, right? Like
they mean like literally, they mean like
physically rolling. And I'm like, okay. This is why Emily Osment, I'm like, you should have just signed with Hollywood Records for your first freaking album.
Yeah.
Got that. You could have pushed it to this. She didn't do anything edgier than this song.
No.
And missed all the opportunity to have the marketing backing of Disney.
Yeah. Fool.
Then
we move into Until You're Mine. And listen, y'all. Paige played me this song before I'd even listened to it. And I was like, oh, are you listening to some of Demi's newer stuff? And Paige was like, no, like this is on Don't Forget. I was like, this amazing pop rock ballad? Like, I couldn't believe this was on her first album.
Good.
It stands out so much. And the fact that I'm hearing it today and I'm like, oh, like this came out, a couple of years ago. I loved the guitar riff in the beginning. And just the melody of that verse is so beautiful. Her voice is like silk. Like, it's just... Demi is incredible. I'm like, are we being digmatized by Demi? And it's like, this stuff's really bad. Or I'm like, is it good?
Their daddy energy, their daddy mommy energy is just so intense. I know people get really annoyed with Demi as a celebrity because they're self-involved.
I feel the way about Demi how I feel about Taylor Swift. I love their craft, their music, but I'm like, I don't care for you as a person.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy Demi more than Taylor.
Yeah, because her favorite dish is a mug.
I'm rooting for Demi.
Yes.
I'm rooting for Demi. I don't want to root for Taylor Swift. I'm not. I'm actively like, come on. But Demi, I'm like, come on. Girl, boy, whatever, you've got this.
Yes. So yeah, I would say Until Your Mine is like the one non-single that aged really well.
Yeah.
Anything else? All right. Then finally, we come to Believe in Me. This song was just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And Demi actually said of the song, there's a song I wrote about myself that I hope fans will react to and connect with. The song is about feeling insecure and just not feeling pretty, and I hope girls my age can relate to it because I just felt like there needed to be a song about how not everyone has confidence. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's true.
That poor baby. Because that quote is from when they were 15? Probably
I'm
15,
assuming.
16?
Yeah.
I think it was a really wise decision, even if it's not my favorite song musically, to make it the last track. Because La La Land starts with them being like, I'm not going to change. Right. It's super optimistic and strong. It's a little naive, though. And I feel like in Believe in Me, it's almost like admitting that they were a little naive about that.
Yeah.
Like finally openly admitting to falling into the La La Land trap. Like they even sang a few La La Laws, which I thought was interesting. I thought that was a clever little callback.
Yeah.
But it's still a hopeful song at the end. I guess I always knew that I had the strength to make it through. Like it does that thing where it changes the lines in the chorus as you go on.
Yep.
I'm going to wake up feeling beautiful. That line, I'm going to wake up feeling beautiful. That was, I think, probably my favorite line in the entire album. Because I felt that.
Should we talk about the album cover?
I know you had strong feelings.
Yes, so I play the guitar. Well, I mean, I used to play more. I used to play
Are they
more.
not holding the guitar right? Because they know how to play the guitar. They learned instruments when they were little.
It's not about how they're holding the guitar. But I will say, the guitar they have, when I was growing up, I wanted the same exact colorway with the maroon guitar and then the black pick guard. And I wanted that same colorway and the same model, but it's a Gibson SG, and it's like $1,000 upon $1,000 guitar. So there was no way my parents were ever going to buy me
Would you have
it.
liked to be Demi Lovato if you saw them performing this?
Oh
This
yeah,
music video when you were that age?
Yeah.
Because I know now you wouldn't want to be that femme, but
right.
like...
No, as a kid, I would have loved it. But okay, so my one critique, her outfit is impractical. She has on...
I wrote that it's boring.
It's impractical in that she has on leather gloves on her left hand. No holes cut out for the fingers, so I don't know how she's going to play the guitar.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I just thought the outfit itself was boring compared to other things that I've seen them style her in.
Yeah, they were playing it safe, but I was like, what? Who on set thought that was a good idea? And my neurodivergent ass is like, what's with the... why do you have gloves on and the guitar? You're not... What?
Other than the boring outfit, I think that it fit the vibe of the album and like what they were going for. It felt very Jonas Brothers to me. Even.
Yeah.
The different hand painted don't forgets behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, okay.
I'm so glad we did this album. It was almost like a breath of fresh air after the last few that we've listened to. And again, some may think that I'm being tough on some other singers on this podcast when they're 16 and singing. But again, Demi was 15, 16 when they recorded this, so it's possible.
That reminds me, because I know you're secretly throwing shade at Hillary.
Yes.
There's backstage footage from the Burning Up tour, which Demi was on, and they were saying about performing, it would be easier with backup dancers, but she didn't want them. So take that, Hillary.
My other thought, knowing what we know now about Demi and La La Land, it breaks my heart. And while we didn't know this at the time, Demi was already struggling with substance abuse, as you said. And I wish they could have been surrounded by better people and that they could have been protected and nurtured in a way that they needed.
Yes.
It's
who you're surrounded by matters so much.
Yeah, and while they're incredibly talented, they were only 16, so I'm torn of like having this great body of work, but at the same time, it coming at the cost of Demi getting to be a kid and like getting
their
to be
mental
normal
health, their physical health, everything.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they weren't taking all those drugs, drinking and all of that, they're flying out for pilots back to back. All that performing, would fly out 8 weeks at a time for pilot seasons.
I think a comment on the La La Land music video just sums it up best. 14 years later, we've seen her date grown men in her teens, have eating disorders, multiple addictions. Now she sings to aliens and whatnot.
I thought it was a ghost.
I don't know. Demi is proof of the fact. She's a fighter, but fighting on your own only can do so much. And so I just want to say, Demi, I'm sorry that the La La Land machine ate you up and spit you out.
Damn, well, that was part of the comment?
Sorry, I decided that part about that. Oh. Sorry about the apology.
Honestly, ditto.
Yeah.
As for what's next for Demi, it's Here We Go Again. And Here We Go Again, indeed. It's in 2009 it comes out.
Oh, God, they were really working her.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what we'll listen to next when we decide to come back to Demi.
Yeah.
And
let a kid just be a kid.
God damn it. Now we got to go listen to some Allison Stoner podcasts.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, everyone.